I'm not at Disney World, although I was just at Disney World with my kids. I brought my kids there for just like a super fast express, like 2 day extravaganza. I didn't spend Christmas with my kids because I was on a boat. I was on a yacht. I was working with some clients. And so I promised them, I said, hey, I'm going to miss you on Christmas. I'm going to miss you so much. But guess what? Our Christmas present to ourselves is we're going to Disney World together on Martin Luther King weekend. It was awesome. It was actually kind of cold, but we've learned to just warmly. This is a cute shirt. I know this is actually a child's large, but I've learned that like if I want to buy something that I can wear with a workout, and especially if it's a sweatshirt and it's meant to be kind of frumpy, if I get the kids large, then it's just like a little more form fitting, and so I can wear it with stretch pants and like wear it in a workout. Anyway, that's kind of fun. What are we doing today? We're breathing with our butt. What does that mean? That means that you're going to elongate your exhale. I'm going to teach you the basics of my breathing method for like 30 seconds. This is express because I am actually in between clients right now, and in like 7 minutes I'm going in with a client. But it's important to me that I reach you, that I reach others outside of my, the clients in my boutique training company here in New York. And so because of that, I'm very passionate about doing these lives on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and and publishing as much content as possible, because I developed this breathing method, breathography, that I've been using with the online clients and even in-person clients for the past 4 or 5 years. I finished the development of it actually during the height of the pandemic, when I was experimenting with finding the proper sounds on the exhale to create resistance for the abs, the proper tempo using a metronome. Complete mad scientist in my basement with a pulse oximeter on the whole time so I could see the effects on blood oxygen. And that just turned into actually getting a grant from American Public University to do my first pilot study, which was amazing. So our pilot study, small group of women, but enough to show some significant results. And also the most important part of it is that it sets up the foundation for us to get more grants for future studies, which we are launching our second study, and it's a much bigger group of people. So that's the ultimate goal. I mean, I had to push really hard to even get this pilot study done. It was a small budget, but we did it. And it was great because this group of women used this breathing methodology for about 3 months with training. And the experimental group had much greater fat loss, increased strength, decreased waist circumference, increased resting metabolic rate, which is really cool. And I think the most significant result from the study was that we saw statistically significant drops in blood oxygen, beneficial drops in blood oxygen to an area that's typically seen in traditional altitude training or hypoxic training. I am in a hypoxic chamber right now because my next client is about to come in, and we're actually doing a corrective mobility session in a hypoxic chamber. Hi, how are you? Of course, I was in theater for my profession for 20 years when I moved to New York, was in theater. I was on Broadway for many years. So of course, but I'm married. So I'm married, and yes, I'm married. So the questions that come in here are so funny. Yes, but I am married. I have a wonderful family. We moved from Brooklyn to the Bronx recently, and the house is a huge stress on us right now. So if you don't see me doing as many lives as usual right now, it's because the only thing I can really have the bandwidth for is seeing my personal training clients. I actually am seeing even more clients, working more hours than usual because this renovation is taking much longer, is much more expensive. I mean, this always happens, but it seems to especially happen in the state of New York. And so we're in the midst of just not having a refrigerator still. And yesterday, actually, our cooktop finally got put in, which is amazing. And so anyway, I have an interesting group of people here on the live, but I'm going to teach you my breathing method now, and we are going to apply it to some glute work, just a few exercises. And one of the reasons I love doing this extended exhale in conjunction with glute work is because you're increasing the blood flow and the oxygen delivery to your muscle. It's amazing. It's something called the Bohr effect, BOHR, look it up. And so it's this really interesting thing where when you increase the carbon dioxide levels in the body, there's this effect where oxygen molecules are offloaded from the hemoglobin, which you view the hemoglobin as this car that carries the oxygen molecules around. And if you offload some of those oxygen molecules from the hemoglobin, they can get sent to other places. And so that's really cool, right? And so generally the hemoglobin is tightly carrying these oxygen molecules around in the bloodstream. And if you can offload some of those oxygen molecules, they can get delivered to other tissues, such as your muscle. And so more blood flow to the muscle, more potential strength gains, better results. And also, when you slow your breathing down in conjunction with exercise, you're improving, even instantaneously, temporarily, the effects on your autonomic nervous system, which help you to feel calm and in control, helping to assist in quality movement while you exercise, and also improving rates of recovery in between your exercise bouts, decreasing rates of injury. And maybe most importantly, when you control your breathing in conjunction with exercise, you are also going to work your core muscles more. You're increasing activation of your core muscles when you slowly inhale and you slowly exhale, especially when you include a forced exhalation in conjunction with your exhalation. This is going to increase activity of your transversus abdominis, your deepest core muscle that acts as a corset around your waist. It draws your waist in. And this is one of the reasons why I invented my ab ribbon here, because you're going to get that tactile feedback as you work out, where you're tightening the ribbon sometimes, and sometimes you're loosening the ribbon. So you get a full inhale, a stretch on the abs, and then a full exhale where you get a full deep contraction of the abs. Here is my breathing method, my engaged inhale and engaged exhale, so you can stay tight and active in your core while we do our glute work. So let's do it. Ready? I'm going to turn sideways here so you can see. I'm going to pull my shirt up so you can see what happens. When I inhale, I'm always inhaling. Look, I'm releasing my abs. I'm pushing into my ribbon. When I inhale, I'm inhaling through my nostrils, which is increasing nitric oxide in my system. When you inhale through your nose, up to 1,500%, which is like a crazy amount, right? Of increased levels of nitric oxide, which increases the size of your blood vessels, increases blood flow. So now you have a double whammy of blood flow. You get that nitric oxide from inhaling through your nose, and you get the increased blood flow from increased levels of carbon dioxide in your system from the slow breathing. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, fill the ribbon, and then exhale. We're going to make 4 key sounds. It's an 8-second exhale. We're blowing for 2 seconds, we're hissing for 2 seconds, we're softly shushing for 2 seconds, and we're loudly shushing for 2 seconds. It sounds like this. Do you hear how loud I'm loudly shushing? That's what's going to loosen the ab ribbon around your waist, increase activity of those obliques and the transversus abdominis, get in that core. Hey, if aesthetic is your main goal, completely fine. Because I will tell you, I have better lines in my obliques after my second baby than I had even my whole life as a professional dancer. So it does increase activation of those abs, and it's amazing. So here, we are going to put the band around above our knees here. And we're going to start with some kickbacks with that breathing method. Now, don't worry if you don't get the breathing method right away. It's okay. It is okay. I'm actually going to do this one on a box because I like to have more range of motion with the kickbacks. All right, so here we are. And we're going to do 2 kickbacks on each exhale. Okay, so fuzzy slippers while working out are not necessary, but are kind of fun. Another element in calming your nervous system, like holding a blankie while you work out. It's kind of nice. So you do 2 kicks on each of those breath stages. Again, we have 2 seconds on a blow, 2 seconds on a hiss, 2 seconds on a soft shush, 2 seconds on a loud shush. We get 2 kicks on each. Here we go. And now, fill the ribbon. Here we go again. Inhale. Now keep the legs straight and do the same thing. You're taking out at a 45-degree angle. If you have a band, that's great. Inhale. Oh my goodness gracious, my left glute is on fire. So what we're going to do now is you're going to do a single leg squat. If you can, down to your box, your chair. If you can't do a single leg squat, if you're more on the beginner side, just kickstand the other leg. I'll show you what I mean. Whew. So we just activated that glute, and now we're gonna apply it to some functional movement. So check it out. I'm balancing on my left. Okay, other leg is extended to the front. I'm coming all the way down. I'm gonna do the breathing method with this. Down, up. Kickstanding the leg just means putting the other foot on the ground, assisting the bottom leg a little bit, so you're going more like that, okay? And if you can't go all the way down without moving the low back, you just go like here. And I want you to feel the effects of loosening that ribbon around the waist on the 8-second exhale as you go through your breathing. Okay, so here we go. Working the core as well. We're gonna go blow on the way down, hiss on the way up, soft shish on the way down, loud shish on the way up, loosening that ribbon around your waist. Here we go. And so much in the left booty. Feel the ribbon? Loosen the ribbon, inhale. Inhale. One more. Whoa! Really reach back into the heel on the way down. Whew, baby. That is intense. So we go the other side of the kickback. So now we're going to be kicking the right leg, and then we go the other side of single leg squats. I love activating the glutes and also the core like this before doing the single leg squats. And you're also going to increase lung capacity breathing like this during exercise. So you don't have to do cardio to improve lung capacity. You can just breathe in a controlled fashion, getting to the end of your breath, the end of your exhale in every single repetition. Here we go. 2 kickbacks on each breath stage. Low hiss, soft shish, loud shish. Inhale. Loosening the ribbon on that loud shish. Now keep the legs straight. Here we go. Feel the ribbon. Inhale. Oh, that room's on fire. Wow. Holy moly. Hi. Welcome. I know. Why am I so out of breath? Sounds like I'm doing cardio? Because I am doing cardio. We're doing cardiovascular work by breathing to the end of our breath in conjunction with this core work and this booty work. All right, so now we do the other side of our single leg squat, loosening our ab ribbon on the exhale. And can you buy my invention, the ab ribbon? Yes, you can. It's currently on Amazon. I actually just opened a Shopify store. Click the link at hypoxic.fitness. It's hypoxix.fitness. And there you can get yourself an ab ribbon, which is on sale for only $17 actually, which is amazing right now. And it comes with a host of exercises. Click on the QR code and I will teach you my breathing method and also how to integrate it into traditional functional movements like push-ups, lunges, squats, all that jazz. Okay, here we go. Blow it the way down. Let me give you a side view for this one so you can see what my pelvis is doing. All right, here we go. Nice and slow. Inhale. Inhale. Number 4 or 5. Last one. Wow. You feel that core working? Holy banana rooney. Okay, you guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you want more of this, I have a bunch of free stuff on my website, hypoxix.fitness, hypoxix.fitness, where you can take the free 4-week breath, brain, body program. and learn my breathing method. It's research supported. We've been studying it in the research now for 3 years, and about to launch our second study based on the success of our pilot study. And yeah, get yourself an app ribbon. It's on sale, $17, and it comes with a bunch of free exercises. That's really what you're paying for, in my opinion, are the free exercises that you get. Yeah, and that's it. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye bye.